everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So today I'm continuing working on my design team project, my mass making design team project for JunkWithSteph, which I'm working on during the months of November and December. And today I wanted to do what I'm going to call a quick make. So I have done a little bit of prep work behind the scenes. I have my kit here from JunkWithSteph, and I'm working with the Terrific Tags kit. And I've taken 6 of those tags and I have fussy cut them, and I have backed them with just some tea stain paper, and I've inked around them already so that they're all prepped and ready to go. And the other kit I'm working with today is the Herbal Remedies kit, and I have here some of the little fussy cuts already prepared, and as you see they have labels that come with them, so I thought this could be a really fun quick little project. So I am just going to lay my cards, my tags out. When I was fussy cutting, I did actually start punching the holes out, and then I went, I'm more than likely to put a lace or a fabric on than I am to thread something through, so I stopped doing that quick smart. And the other thing I've learned from my own mistakes is that I fussy cut the tags and then I put the tea stain paper on the back. In hindsight, I should have put the tea stain paper on the back and then fussy cut them, because I would only have to cut once. So I'm sharing my learning curve. Let's not call it a mistake, we'll call it a learning curve with you, so that you can learn from my mistakes. Oh, I used the word mistake, whoops. So that you can learn from my learning curve. So I'm just going to work out which of these tags I want these images on. I like that on there. I do like that one there. That sort of has pink tones in the branches, so I like that. Picking up the yellow there. Done. Okay. So I did want just some fabric scraps. I'm thinking I will sew around these. I haven't inked around my images, which I probably could have, should have, but I didn't do before I started the camera. I did think about it, but I was ready to start making. So I love that they have these little labels that come with them. And I will say I've only done the fussy cutting for 3 of the pages, I think, to be able to do these 6 tags. So and they're such fun focal points. They're soft and delicate, which I really love. I will say they were much easier to fussy cut than I thought they might be. I was expecting them to be a lot fiddlier, but having said that, I'll probably never fussy cut them the same way twice. But that's okay. And in case you're wondering, I used a combination of scissors and a craft knife. So I usually fussy cut my images using scissors, and then I will go in and remove the finer details. So I like to trim out the really excessive white areas. Personal preference, you don't have to. I watch lots of people who don't, and I love what they make. For me, I take it out because I find it distracts me from the background when there's a large amount of white. And it doesn't take long to cut those pieces out with a craft knife, so I'm looking at getting myself a little, like a breakfast in bed table, a little serving table, I suppose you would call it, serving tray. And I'm thinking that could be really handy to use when I'm sitting on the lounge fussy cutting. I'll be able to take my small craft mat in there and sit it on the table and be able to do, because usually I do the fussy cutting with my scissors and then I bring them into my craft room and I have to then do the fussy cutting of the white areas with my craft knife in my craft room, because I don't want to be sitting the chopping board, the cutting mat, I don't want to be sitting that on my lap to do it. So I was like, that could be the perfect solution. So I just have to source myself a little serving tray, and who knows, I might get breakfast in bed out of it. We can only hope. So and I've been trying to mention in each video that I do, so I'm working on my mass making design team project for JunkWithSteph. There is a playlist that I have created on my channel, so if you see any papers or digital kits that you're interested in and you want to know more about them, I do have a flip through video on my channel, and you will find that in the, well actually I think there's two now, two flip through videos. So one was the very first video I did, and then there's another one just before this video, I believe. And you will see the kits in there that I'm using for this mass making design team project, and that way if you're interested you will know all the details and you will be able to find them for yourself. I do try and share them when I use them for the first time. For instance, the tags kit I've mentioned in this video, but for the digital kits with the collage papers and the like, once I've used them once and I've mentioned what kit they come from, I'm not likely to remember, so that's why I like to do the flip through videos. That way you can source them for yourself. Okay, so now we've got all that out of the way. How are you all? I hope you're all fabulous. I am. It's warming up here. I guess summer had to come at some stage. I'm just not quite ready for it. Technically it's spring, but it does get very warm here, so I believe we're supposed to feel the heat in the next couple of days. Okay. Whoops. So as I mentioned, I will be sewing around these, and I'm thinking perhaps just a little bit of fabric behind the label, just to make it pop. Finish with the stitching and just a lace, or sorry, a fabric or lace topper, I'm thinking. So keeping them very simple, but I think they'll be gorgeous. And I'm excited. I'm not making any particular ephemera for any particular, what am I trying to say? I'm not making any of my tags or journal cards with a particular pocket or tuck spot in mind. Gosh, I couldn't find my words. I'll just see how it all comes together. So I guess the creative license will be in how it comes or falls into the journal. It will tell me where it wants to be. Oh my gosh, these are the tiniest little labels. So these kits, sorry, this kit, it's only one, with the fussy cut flowers, the herbal remedies, it's been printed 2 to a page. oh gosh, I forgot my little bits in here. It's been printed to a page, so if you were to print them full page, you can see, you can gauge just how big that they would actually be. I decided this size would be perfect for what I wanted, and it really is. Okay. And the herbal remedies, the images do come with an outline to help with your fussy cutting. I have gone a little bit closer with my fussy cutting because that's how I prefer to do it. But if, well, let's be honest, I'm pretty pedantic when it comes to things like that. If you're not as pedantic as me, a little bit OCD maybe, did I say that out loud? You know, you can use the outline that Steph has provided, and the first one I did, I actually did do that, and I found myself going in and taking a bit more off. Again, personal preference, but I do love that the outline is there for people. Like I said, I thought they were going to be a little bit fiddly to fussy cut, and I was pleasantly surprised. And I think having that outline, it kind of took away the uncertainty of whether I would be able to fussy cut it well. Trying to decide how I can best put what I'm thinking into words. And I think they're fun. I love them. I'm excited to fussy cut the rest now. I actually found it quite therapeutic to sit and do the fussy cutting. Okay, so lucky last. They also have these little words here. They're in another language, the ones that have them. You can choose to leave them or choose to take them off. I've chosen to leave them on there. I thought they were fun. Something else to pick up the attention of the eye. Almost done. Thank you if you're still with me. You've stuck with it. Okay, lucky last label. And we're done. Good job, everybody. Okay. So, I actually like the way that's sitting right there. I am going to use my glue book, but I'm going to use my art glitter glue. I just want to be able to lay it down so I can get all the tiny little areas to make sure it sticks down well. I could use the glue stick, and I did consider it, but it would chew my glue stick to pieces, so this is a better option. I will say when I did my fussy cutting, I did get a bit close to a couple of areas. That's okay. I think it will translate okay. Like I just got really close with the glue, and I think I went over onto the glue book, so probably a good thing that I have the glue book there. Wow, I'm all over the place. My glasses are slipping. Oh dear, I thought I could keep it going, but no. Okay. kind of bent that when I was cutting. But I figured if I was really good to it, it would do the right thing by me once it was glued down. Okay, so I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to burnish it from behind because that's easier than trying to push that delicate image down from the front. A little bit of seepage. Oh, I love that. Oh, my bone folder has just made a boo-boo there. Wondering if I can... I quite like that too. Okay. So... where did I put my scissors? In my fussy cutting... what do I call that? My fussy cutting box? I don't know why I went to say bin and I'm like, it's not a bin. I'm disappointed that my bone folder went through that gorgeous image. I'm doing it again. I cannot tell with some of these fabrics which way it goes. So I'm going to go about there. And I'm thinking just like that. I'm thinking. I'm doing it again. I think it goes that way. Yes, that's how it's going. I'm like, come on, fabric, I'm trying to do a fast video, you know, it's not natural for me. Oh, the struggle is real, guys, really. I do try. Oh, look, I've got a glue fountain on my art glitter glue. Okay. I probably just crossed my pins over into the opposite glue because I couldn't remember which way around they went. Never mind. Look at that, it's there now. So fun. Nobody would ever know that that wasn't meant to be there initially. And I honestly am thinking that I just want a piece of calico for my topper on this one. Kind of goes with that beautiful natural colour background. Thinking a longer piece so I can cover up. I have this strip here. Okay, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue there to hold it in place until I sew. A thread that's coming out and it wouldn't shift. Okay, so I'm just going to sew around that. Some I will do a zigzag, some I will do a straight. I'm keeping it simple and I love that. Okay, so on to the next one. And I need to pop my glue stoppers. Oh my goodness. As soon as I mention the word quick, that's it, I'm done. Everything goes wrong. Just trying to get relatively close to the edge. I must tell you too, I've got my fan on in here today and it's only on 1, so it has 3 different settings. It's only on 1, but I was really worried that I would have papers and things flying everywhere if I turned my fan on while I was crafting, and I'm happy to say it's okay. Thank goodness. I mean, I think I have papers on every desk, pretty much every surface. I was like, oh, it's going to be a disaster. It's funny how you get used to doing things a different way with the different seasons. E.g. fan and no fan. So there, or thinking there. I think I want a white. Do I have? Whoops, just after a slightly, that one was a little bit wide at one end, and I just wanted to see if there was one that would work better. This one's torn a bit more straight, but now it won't. Oh yes, it will. I was like, it won't tear. That's so fun. Oh, I've done it again. I've left my other lid off. That's how I get confused. I guess that's what happens when you're swapping your glues over. Okay, and this is the tiniest little label. Love that. Okay, I'm going to take this strip and I'm going to cut myself. Whoops. trying to tear it. Okay. It's a little bit see-through, this fabric, so I might need something as a second layer, I'm thinking, because it has the tag topper hole printed on the front of it, so onto the tag. I'm just trying to cover that over. So this little piece of lace here, I wonder if it's just a bit of curtain lace. I don't know if it's quite long enough. I would like a piece a little bit longer, I think, but I like that. So let me see. I'm trying to do this without sending everything flying. So about there. Popping a little glue on it just to hold it into place. And I'm going to do the same here, because I'm thinking it will be easier than I usually paper clip. And that's fine. Today I just feel like using glue. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Swapping over my glue. And you could make decorating these more detailed if you wanted to. I just wanted to keep these ones simple. The glue wouldn't come out then. I was like, oh no, I'm in a hurry. Don't you understand that? It's like it's secretly laughing at me. Oh, I even put my lid back on my glue. I'm such a good girl. Love the way that just kind of fills that whole tag. Okay. So do I want this down here maybe? Down here. I think I like it up there. Thinking calico for this one. I might save that for my tab. Where are my scissors? That way. I don't know if this piece is too wide. It is a little overpowering, so I'm going to cut it down just a fraction. And then fray it a little. Don't mind that there. I'm not sure. Oh, I have inked it. I think because it's so tiny, my fingers are getting caught on the edges. Won't be a problem in a moment, little one. You're going to be in your new home. Just a little glue under there. Okay, and I was thinking about using this for the topper. I'm doing it again. Okay. Don't think I want the calico now. I think I want the white and perhaps a little more lace, just because I have the calico at the top. It's feeling too same. Okay, I'm just getting a piece of the lace again. Oops, I could bring it across, but I'm trying to be fast. I'm trying to prove to myself that I can do it fast. I don't know why I set myself up for these challenges when it doesn't come naturally. Okay, so that side. Love it. Oops, I need that glue. See, I'm all in a kerfuffle. And because I'm gluing these tags on, if I took a little bit of extra care and put a bit more glue on them, I probably wouldn't need to sew, but I really want the detail of the sewing on them, so love that. Love, love, love. I've even got glue off my glue book. Now, little one, where is your label? Oh, here we are. I hope I've got that right. Let me just check. I've got my fussy cutting. Yes, I have. It's the Roo. It's just like, don't tell me I've mixed them up. Not that I can take the other one off now, but... Oh, this is the only one I actually marked. I started to write letters on them because I was going to fussy cut them and put them in my fussy cutting, and I did the first one And so I've put the letter A on the back, and I did the same with my label. I'll show you. See? And very messy letter A. And then I was like, I think these would be perfect for the tags. And then I really wanted to play, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to paperclip them together and do the video shortly. So, okay, I have a blockage and it keeps happening. And I'm sure somebody out there somewhere knows that I'm trying to be fast and they're just messing with me. Don't know that that's released anything. I feel like there must be a bit of dried glue in my bottle that keeps coming to the surface. I don't think you'll fit in the tip. Yes, I feel like every now and then it comes to the surface or comes to the tip, but I can never find it. I've looked and looked and looked and I can never find it. Yep, love that. And I've punched the hole in this one. I'm just going to cover it up. I haven't bothered punching out the back of it once I've put the tea stain paper on it. And I am going to make sure I cover the fabric over that part of my tag at the back, just so it's, I'm just thinking if somebody were to write over it, their pen could potentially go through the tag, so having that fabric there means that they won't try and do that. Love, love, love. Oh, I've got them sitting on my, I must have popped my scissors through there. Terrible. I've got them sitting on my sewing machine and they're looking so beautiful together. I really want to show you, but then I was like, I need to just wait until I've sewn around them so you can get the proper finished look. I'm thinking I've already gone over time, guys. I cannot be trusted, seriously. When I'm in here and I'm just doing my thing, I have no concept of time. Oh, I'm blocked again. Oh, that didn't sound right. Oh dear. There's something floating around in there that keeps coming to the tip, I feel. Remembering the ephemera that I'm making for my ephemera stash in this mass making project, I'm trying to make it all work cohesively together. So I've chosen the themes of nature or botanical and vintage. So as long as they fit into those two categories, I think they will work beautifully together once they're all put into a journal. I haven't decided how many journals I'm making. I'm just going with the flow and seeing what I come up with as far as ephemera for my ephemera stash is concerned, and then I'll be excited to put it all into a journal or journals. Okay, I think I want that down there. I'm not even sure I want a piece of fabric there. Maybe a thin piece. Well, that tore beautifully. And that's a good size. I mean, who knew stinging nettles look so pretty? Somebody out there is putting their hand up, I'm sure. Oh, I didn't. Just trying to straighten the weave of the fabric because I've got lines on the background. The way the fabric was sitting was really noticeable that it wasn't straight. Potentially would have been even if it didn't have lines on the background, but love that. Okay. I thought I might like that, but I don't. Little piece of this. This is my cheesecloth fabric that I got from Spotlight here in Australia, and I love this cheesecloth. Oh, I did it again. Look, I stabbed my baking paper with the scissors. Out of control. It's a little bit thicker than the cheesecloth that I use for layering. I mean, I've used this for layering as well. It just depends what I'm doing really as to which one I prefer. I'm wondering, I've got little stringy bits on my fingers from the glue. I'm thinking I would like a little piece of lace. Here we go. Across the top of that, and it might actually make it a little bit sturdier. Sorry about my arm. So just like that. And I think that's upside down. Yes, it is. Just going to run some glue. My glue bottle is so tacky. I've watched other crafters who have these glue bottles and they get to a certain point and they start talking about how they need to fill it up because it takes too long for the glue to come down into the nozzle of the bottle, and I'm starting to understand why they do that. And as much as it probably isn't really a long time, I feel like when I'm the one waiting for it, it is. And I'm trying to be fast. Oh God. Oh my goodness, I've got glue everywhere. So just filling that hole. My fingernail is brown from Distress Ink and glue. How funny. Oh, I love the shabbiness of that tab. That's fun. Okay, and lucky last, who would have thought we would be here? Swapping my glue over. The jury is out as to whether I've managed to do a quick make or a tags in 10 to 20 to 30, and it was called tags in 10 to 20 to 30 because originally it was going to be tags in 10, and well, you've guessed it by now, I wasn't very successful at that, so it changed as I was doing my first video, and that's how it ended up tags in 10 to 20 to 30. I've just ended up with that little bit of glue come out. Fabulous. It might stop doing that to me now. He's hoping. And I feel like the glue is coming out much faster. You don't understand how long I've been waiting for that to clear. I've tried quite a few times to find it with my little straightened out paper clip and remove it, and it just wouldn't show itself while I was looking. Okay. Probably haven't gone on terribly straight. Can I rescue it? It's a little bit better. Okay, I don't think that's too bad. And thinking down there is the best spot. So a little bit more of this cheesecloth. Whoops. I could try and tear this, but I don't think it would work very well, so I'm choosing to cut. Okay. label. Whoops, best not put it on upside down. Love it. Okay, and I'm thinking I will use, can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? I'm thinking a calico chopper. If I can stop the fabrics from sticking to me. So I'm going to say about there. I want that in half roughly. Oh, glue. I love glue. I must say, when I have tacky fingers like this, it makes me feel like a kid. Takes me right back to my childhood. Possibly one of the reasons I love crafting. So, back there. Cut those bits off. Hang on, I think I'll go there. The struggle's real. Okay, so I have finished putting together the tags. I don't know how I'm going for time. I'm not going to look yet. I will edit the video. So I am going to duck off to sew them. I know it's kind of cheating a little bit, but shh, don't tell anybody. And I will pop back and I will show you the finished tags once I have sewn them. Love them. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I finished all of the stitching and I popped back so that I could show you the finished results. I love the way they've turned out. I'm so happy with them. And because I may have cheated a little bit and did the sewing off camera, still between you and I, by the way, I did do a little bit of stitching that was a little bit more detailed, so just had a little play. So love the way they've turned out. Again, each one is decorated with some tea stain paper on the back. Sorry, I was actually looking at that then and pulling it away from the camera and I didn't realise. Love them. So I just played with the straight and the zigzag stitching. So there we have all of our beautiful tags. I absolutely love the way that they've turned out. They have a real delicateness about them. And the images from the Herbal Remedies kit really pop on those backgrounds. Love, love, love. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Steph from JunkWithSteph for trusting me to showcase her beautiful digitals. I wanted to thank you all for popping in and having a look at these creates. I cannot wait to see them in the journals. So please don't forget to like this video if you've liked what you've seen. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and always feel free to comment. I love to hear from you. I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Please stay safe, stay inspired, and happy crafting. Bye for now.